Hey, beautiful people, and welcome back to this man's fragrance channel. Yeah, I promise you guys that I will do like a live video where I talk about my of the week. I will try to keep this one quite short because I have some things to do still in this evening, but I promise you, and I will keep my promise, and I will tell you about the 7 cents I wore the last couple of days. The last week was my first week back in the studio working. I had the privilege to have free time um, between the years, and the first week of January that was really nice for me. So I still went. Yeah, I still stayed with my family first, and then I went back to Cologne to celebrate New Year's Eve and just chill out with friends, and had a really great time. Yeah, and yeah, on Monday, guys, I just wanted to keep it easy and simple because on Monday, I like always had just things to do, just run groceries and stuff, and it was getting quite cold. The last couple of days were really cold here in Cologne, so the last week. But yeah, just wanted something fresh, something different, and I went with Uomo by Moschino again, guys. I think it's quite an old fragrance, but this fragrance I really, really like. I think it is just a citrusy, woody Italian fragrance, but it has a lot of character to it because here you have the note of kumquat, which is not your typical citrus fragrance, citrus note. It has a lot of character. It's slightly sour and still juicy and beautiful. And hi, Nikos, and yeah, um, you will hear about the Casio National in this video, I think. Yeah, because I wore it this week, and I'm happy that you enjoy it. Yeah, but this one on Monday, guys, I really, really enjoyed it. You really have to overspray with this fragrance like 10, 11 times to get any longevity. That's the only downside with this fragrance. I think it's super cheap, and I wanted just to wear it again because I think it's really gentlemanly, really sophisticated, smells really Italian, which I like. I just love how they managed to add a bit of cinnamon in here. It has like a soapy cinnamony vibe, just like with Jaipur Eau de Parfum. Here, a little bit lighter and more easygoing, but I really, really enjoyed this one. And I think this is great, guys. Still, if you want a cheap fragrance to make you smell professional and great, go with this one. I loved it on Monday. Moschino Uomo. On Tuesday, guys, my first day back at work, and yeah, I wanted to be professional because I knew that we have had clients already, and I went with this one, Prada L'Homme. No surprise, beautiful fragrance, and I'm so happy to have this one back in my collection, guys. I think this is a beautiful smell. This is just such a beautiful designer fragrance. Here, you still have quality in a designer fragrance here, guys. That's what I really, really enjoy here because you have this soapy, clean Prada DNA combined with that slight powderiness. It's so gorgeous smelling, and it's intoxicating for me personally. I love how this smells, and I love how the scent bubble around me. I love the scent bubble around me. It's quite linear. It's quite easy, but sometimes, guys, there are these days also like in wintertime where you just grave something easygoing, something that you can enjoy while being professional. And from time to time, I really, really enjoy this one, guys. I really enjoy this one. Also, now in the cooler days. So on Tuesday, Pradalom. And of course, guys, like always, even if I want to make a short stream just for my weekly rotation, you can tell me any questions, or of course, you can tell me what you wore the last couple of days too. And like Nico says, I'm always really happy if I recommend something that you really like. But like always, guys, sample first and then buy something. Um, yeah, on Wednesday it was time for another new fragrance, but I mean this is such a cheap fragrance, and I saw it a lot of times on Sandland's channel, and I was just thinking, man, should I get it? Should I not get it? But in the end, I saw it on Amazon, I think for 10 euros or stuff, and I got it. Straight Ahead, guys. This fragrance, and I sprayed it today again here. Yeah, man, I love the note of sage, and it's really, really prominent in here. This fragrance, guys, is quality in a bottle for cheap fragrance. I have to say that, because this fragrance does a lot for the price. And I was not expecting anything, and I have to say I really, really enjoy this one. It's super clean, super fresh smelling, with, like I said, a lot of sage and a woody backbone. It's really a fougere fragrance, a modern fougere, that is long lasting, that has good longevity and projection, and that smells quite unique. That's really, really enjoyable, and I was not expecting that from a drugstore fragrance like that. And for me, I mean, like I said, you have to like the note of sage, because it is super prominent in here. But for me, guys, we had sage in my family's house in the garden. We always had sage for cooking Italian in the Italian kitchen. Or I love sage tea too. It really brings me, or chilled. It's really chilled for me, and it brings me down and it relaxes me. And so I really enjoy the note of sage. And this one, guys, if you want to smell really, really, really good on a budget, guys, try this one. Try this fragrance, or for like sports. I think this is really great for going into the gym. Just put this in your bag, guys, and after you take a shower, you will feel really refreshed and relaxed with this fragrance. I promise you that. Yeah, it's great. It's really, really great. Straight Ahead by Straight. But beautiful fragrance. So on Wednesday, Thursday, and now to your fragrance, Nikos, I went with Costume Nationals I again. And guys, I have to say, like Nikos, I'm really, really impressed by this fragrance. Yeah, here you have like a really nice alternative to Layton by Parfums de Mali, which is quite expensive, of course. Um, and also with this one, I think I have this for a month now or two. But this fragrance, guys, beautiful, super beautiful, because I love Layton. Layton is one of my favorite night out fragrances, and I love to wear it in daytime also now in the cooler days of the year. But this fragrance, guys, just, yeah, it just does so much what I love about Layton, but amplifies lavender and leather, which I really, really enjoy. I think it's a really nice, gentlemanly fragrance. It is sweet, it is playful, it is still sophisticated, it is long lasting, it is sweet, it is sexy, it has everything. I think it really has everything. And like I said, I love that this has some note. They added some notes like um, leather, and it's just a little bit rougher and masculine. That's what I love about this. And Nikos, yeah, I think it's amazing too. And I think you told me that you think this is like a perfect mix of Layton and Layton exclusive. And I tried Layton exclusive too, and I think I get what you mean. I think it's really great. I think this one is just absolutely amazing. And if you don't want to spend that much money on Layton, try this one. Also now great in the on the cooler days, or also on a yeah, to a night out in the spring or summertime. I can see this one working really, really well. This is amazing. I got a lot of good reactions with this already. I think this is such a mass appealing fragrance without getting boring on my skin. And that's what I love about this one. Costume National I for Italy. There's also J for Japan, guys, if you want a rice fragrance. But I think this one is really great and I love it. Costume Nationals I. So on Friday, I had. Are we already at Friday? Oh, we're already at Friday. Okay. On Friday, I went back to my family's house because I just had a lot of time, because my girlfriend went for a birthday with friends in Münster, which is far in the north of Germany. And yeah, all friends had plans, and I thought, man, let's have a chilled evening or a chilled weekend in Bonn. We had snow last week at I think it snowed on Wednesday already or Thursday. I don't know, but it was great, guys, because here, I don't know about where you live, but here it's really rare to have snow that stays there, right? It's just here, it's just normal that you have snow and it's melting, and then you have just a mess on the streets, and then you you hope that it goes away really, really fast. But yeah, here it was different. This hi Tobias, nice to see you. Uh, this week or last week was different, so we had snow from Wednesday on, and I wanted to have like a strong fragrance because it was getting really, really cold. I had things to do on Friday still, so I went with Oud Malaki by Chopard, guys. And I wanted to give it another try. I think this is a beautiful winter fragrance, a beautiful, strong, beginner-friendly oud fragrance. For me, it is more ambery than oudi, to be honest with you. Still think this is absolutely fantastic in its own way because it was quite cheap when I got it, I think, a year back. And it is something that is quite unique in a way. It smells really opulent, so buttery iris. And it has like a beautiful, really clean tabak to it. Like I said, this one is super strong, and I think I mentioned that in a lot of my videos already. This is not for the faint-hearted. It's something that you shouldn't overspray, and I did once last Christmas, so 2022, and then I couldn't wear this for like half a year. But still, now I want to give it a chance, and I really enjoyed it on Friday because it was bitter cold outside. Like I said, I had to go to the studio, and then I went back to Bonn. And I think this shines when you just walking down the streets when it's really cold, guys, and you get whiff of this. I think it's great. That's so I'm really happy to still have this one in my collection, and I'm really happy to have the chance to wear this one again and give it another chance. Chopard's Oud Malaki. By the way, Tobias, I hope you enjoy my short weekly rotation. This time will be quite short, but I promised you that I will go live on Mondays and go give you like my weekly rotation still. And so I went for it. Maybe you can watch the rest of it that you missed when I finished it. But first, guys, let's talk about the weekend. And on the weekend, I spent time with family and friends. And on Saturday, we went with the car to we call it Siebengebirge, so some mountains near the River Rhine here in Bonn. Beautiful to go into the forest, beautiful to make a winter walk, and it was just absolutely stunning outside, guys. I really love when it's crystal clear outside, the sun is shining on your face, and then you have this beautiful snow around you. It's just something gorgeous about it. And guys, I have a new fragrance in my collection that I really wanted. I mean, I tried it before, the week before, but something is super special about this fragrance, guys, and I just love to wear it when it's cold. Talking about Le Couvent Portobello, guys, and I think this is niche, but it just cost like 30 euros or stuff. And this was a blind buy, but I love it, guys. This fragrance, I think it's House of Jean-Claude Elena, if I'm correct. And I really, really see his signature going into this fragrance, guys. It is, just think about jazz club without the booziness, with a more prominent orange or citrus that is a little bit sweet and juicy, and also it's quite sour, combined with frankincense. It's gorgeous. It's really, really gorgeous. I think it leans more masculine, in my opinion. It is not fresh at all. It has a really dark backbone, but that's what I enjoy about this fragrance, guys. I think it's super, super good, and that it has good longevity and protection. And like I said, it's a fragrance that you can get for like, I think the 10 ml is like 10 euros, and this is like 30 euros. And I really, really enjoy this one, guys. I like it because sometimes I love jazz club, but sometimes Jazz Club is a little bit too much for me in the daytime because I don't like boozy fragrances in the daytime. I don't know why. It's just like something about me or my taste that I love to wear them in the nighttime, but not as much in the daytime. And this one, guys, is something different. This one is really versatile. I wouldn't wear this in the warmer month, I think, because it's just something adorable with the duality now. But I think it's too much for wearing this during warmer month. But it's great, guys, and I love to wear this in the snow. I think it's beautiful if you just are in the forest and you're there with friends and family, and you or the kids are playing there, and you just chill in the sun and see this beautiful panorama of Cologne. And then you smell this, you get whiff of this while just chilling in the sun. It was really beautiful, and I'm really looking forward to wear this quite more often as long as it's cold. So um, I went with this one on Saturday, Le Couvent Portobello. And I don't want to wear no sun at all. Yeah, Tobias, totally agree with you. And I was thinking about the same in a way that I want to find days in a week or like in a month where I don't wear fragrances at all, to just enjoy my own body smell or like nature smells when I'm out in the nature. Beautiful, do that, and smells sounds great to do that. Um, I think I will just finish my weekly rotation short, and then I go into your rotation, because it sounds really nice too. Yeah, I think I promised myself this would be the last purchase for till it's getting warmer outside, and I hope I can keep this promise to myself. I wanted to have this one, guys. Bergamasque by Otto Parisi, and I had a sample of this with another ones. I don't know if some of you are in the chat that I tried Enclade by Marc-Antoine Barrois, which I'm not a fan of at all. To be honest, I don't think it's bad, but I don't like Rupert too much, so it's a little bit sweet for me. And I tried Fig Noir by Houbigant, because I'm a big fan of Ambres des Abysses, but also there I love the opening, but it's a little bit too much for me in the dry down. But I will test it or give it some wearings, and maybe I will still fall for it after some wearings. But this one, guys, I tried and I instantly fall for it. And man, I wore it on Sunday. Also there, I just went out for a walk. Before I literally wore the sample in the evening time of Saturday, because I just wanted to try it out. I was really excited, and yeah, I really enjoyed it when I just went to one pub with some friends, but I also enjoyed it there. And then on Sunday, I went for a walk again in the nature, and I wore this one, guys, and it's so beautiful because here it is just the perfect citrus fragrance for me if if you're willing to have something that is not just a freshie, because this is not just a freshie, guys. This has like the bergamot in here is so intense. Its perfume concentration, it's super intense, and it is so intense that it is also, I get a lot of lavender that made me fall for it instantly, of course, because I love the note of lavender. I get lavender, I get woody notes, I get this beautiful bergamot and citrus aspect here, and it smells so smooth and clean in the first hour or stuff, and then you get this really animalic musk in here, which makes this super um, yeah, it makes it full of character, and it makes it gives a super beautiful contrast to the fragrance, because it still smells really nice and mass appealing, but it has a lot of it just has something different to it, guys. It's not just a citrusy fragrance. It smells sexy. It smells seductive, and this one is super strong in the air. So also it was like minus degrees or minus Celsius here in Cologne, or in Bonn on Sunday, but it's still projected so gorgeous in the nature around me with that bergamot. I got a lot of this musk, this animalic musk, that blends so super beautiful with that rich bergamot. And yeah, I really enjoy it, and I can't wait for like warmer days to come to wear this, because I think it will shine even more than, because it will just pop out from your skin and mix so beautiful with your body chemistry. And I can't wait for like a warm spring day to wear this, guys. I think this is a beautiful signature. I think this is a beautiful, really artistic fragrance, because it's simple, super simple, but made in perfection for me. It's just like really citrusy, which I absolutely love, lavendery with a little bit of woodiness, and that musk to give it a contrast and be different than other things. This one, guys, for me, it's beautiful, and I love it. I love it from the first sniff, and I can't wait to wear it more. I want to make it one of my signatures. I just feel like with Bois Imperial last year that this one will be one of my most worn fragrances this year. But we'll see. As another matter, you have to test again because it is strong. Excellent call. Yeah, try it out. You're right about that. It is Alessandro Gultieri who's the same. I have to try a lot of more of Nasomatus, because I haven't tried. I think I just tried Black Afghano and I liked it a lot, but it was really intense too. And this is like a lighter. I mean, I've heard that also with Mega Mare and stuff, they always, and also with Nasomato, they always use the same musk, or they try to do it like their DNA musk, and just to complement it with other fragrance notes, to make it really interesting and diverse. And here it's just like, if you love citruses, if you love the idea of that's how this smells. That's what I love about this one. But I can see that some will also find this a little bit too much, maybe just for wearing a regular base, I think. But it will make you stand out. I really enjoy this one, and I tried it with 2 sprays, and like I said, it's so gorgeous because it just comes back to you. You go out for like 2 3 hours, and then you think, okay, it has okay, it's gotten a little bit weaker or stuff, and then you go into like warmer air inside the room, guys, and it just pops from your skin like crazy with that musk, and it creates such a beautiful scent bubble around it. And my mother was so impressed by this fragrance that I had to give her the sample. I gifted her the 5 ml. I think I have 5 ml sample. The rest of it, and because I have the bottle already, so I really enjoy this fragrance, and I think you will see it a little bit more on this channel. So now to your rotations. Also really cold. I don't know, Nikos, are you living in a warmer climate, or you're not in Greece, right? Sometimes I forget where the people are from. Sprinkles really called both bottle elixir, which I also quite like. I tried it in the store. Also, Tobias told me to. I think they were really brave to do that, because Boss Bottle Elixir is really different. I think they took the same route like Gucci with the elixir, maybe a little bit more brave even, because it's just something really different. They cut, they don't go the safe or same route they always do with Boss Bottle. Sometimes I feel they are a little bit redundant, but this one is really great. Latin exclusive is also something that I will get in some point, earlier or later, because I think it's super gorgeous. But now I have like this one, and I have Leighton, and I really, when I purchased this, I really promised myself to be a little bit easier, or I really want to enjoy fragrances that I have in my collection, and don't want to spend more money on buying a lot of new colognes the next couple of weeks. till March, I hope. Nasomatto Pardon. Okay, I never tried this one, but after this one, guys, I really want to try a lot more of Otto Parisis. I don't know about Mega Mare, but I found quite a good place online where you can go you can get samples. It's a little bit they take some time to deliver, but it's okay for me. Noir Extreme. I love the Noir more than the Extreme, but it's still a great fragrance if you like gourmand fragrances. And Voyage de Hermès. I don't know if you, Nikos, told me that, or a lot of people in my comments tell me to get this one. I tried it once and it's still on my list, but so many people are fans of Voyage de Hermès, even if I heard that it changed a bit or the formulation changed a bit. But I will get a bottle for sure when it gets a little bit warmer outside. L'Envol de Cartier is also a really, really great honey fragrance. I love this one, and the Eau de Parfum, I think I liked it more than the Eau de Toilette. And Vetiver Sensuel is also a fragrance that I've tested recently, and I really enjoyed it. I think it's not really, if you use to Vetiver like even Terre d'Hermès or stuff, it's a really clean vetiver. I think Vetiver Sensual by Mancera, really soapy, clean, fresh, but really mass appealing and great. If you like any vetiver, I think it's beautiful. Beautiful rotation, Nikos. I mean, everyone can wear whatever they want, but I love the fragrances you got in there. And now Tobias. Since you mentioned so, it is nuclear. I tried, but was nothing for me. To wash it off. That's super strong. Yeah, I've heard that it. I think this is also with this one. It's so different to smell. Like here in the first minutes, or when I tried this one, I was just really a little bit confused because last year I've got some raw materials or oils, fragrance oils, and I have like bergamot oil, and it just smelled for me in the first minutes like high intense bergamot oil with lavender. And still, I like this because I think it's really relaxing, the smell of it. But I was a bit confused. But then you realize they are so highly concentrated, these fragrances from Otto Parisi, that they take some time to develop. And I've heard, like you say, that it can be a little bit too much for some people to experience, even also just to sniff your hand like this. I think they are more made to like fill up a room and then you get the fragrance in the air. But as a wearer, some people enjoy it, some people not. I will try it one day, I think, Mega Mare, but I also can see myself thinking it's a little bit too much. I think I've heard one guy talking about it and saying it's like a basket of fruits just thrown into the water and in the deep sea. And it sounds interesting, but it sounds a little bit weird too. So here it's a little bit more easy for me because it's just like citrusy. But I think some of them are really, really strong. But I will try a lot of them. I hope so one day. I'm really scouting on niche perfume stores here around Cologne. I've seen some in Düsseldorf, but I'm not liking Düsseldorf, or I don't want to go to Düsseldorf all the time. So there are just small stores here in Cologne, but will try to find some good stores to try Otto Parisis and Nasomatos. Tobias, weekly rotation, Iceberg Man, still a fan, and Tobias, this week you will get a little package, I think. Just saying, Robert Graham Fortitude. I think this is also one that you gave me in your samples, and I think I really liked it too. As I know that I like your fragrance style because you always tell me what you're wearing. Opium Pour I never tried this one. Bulgari Aqua Pour beautiful fresh fragrance. My father used to wear or used to own a bottle of this, I think. Just the Purm, yeah, yeah. And the Extreme, yeah. I love the Guerlain L'Homme Ideal Extreme too. I don't have a bottle, but always when I'm in a store, I try it again because it has something to it that I really, really enjoy. I love it. Smells like a little bit of a marzipan note in there for me personally, and I love Marzipan. Ah, Daniel, hey, Grüße zurück. Grüße aus Köln. Cool, mal jemanden zu haben, or cool to see someone so close to me. Yeah, but continuing with you, Tobias, yeah, beautiful stuff. Linston de Galan is also something that I want a bottle of someday. And Valentino Uomo EDT, one of my favorite fragrances of all time. Beautiful collection of fragrances, really gentlemanly, weak, and I like them all, to be honest with you. But like I said, I like your taste in fragrances in general. And now Daniel, Tom Ford, Beau de Jour, Cartier, Pacha de Parfum. Yeah, beautiful. Also, they're really gentlemanly, but really Diptyque Tempo. I never tried them. I think Diptyque is sometimes a little bit overpriced, but still, I think they smell really, really gorgeous and beautiful in the air. Beau de Jour is not my favorite um, fougere because for me it still smells a little bit old schoolish. Maybe there's just something that my grandpa used to wear because he used a lot of cologne that just reminds me a bit too much of the time that I can enjoy it in to the fullest. But I like Masculine Pluriel a little bit more. And Pacha de Cartier Parfum is super gorgeous. I love this fragrance. It's one of my favorite fragrances to wear in the cooler days. I got my nose because of Tobias, who's also in the chat, on Sergui. Not, I don't know. There's one fragrance I tried, one of their all-time bestsellers. Wait, I think I was, and I really like this one. Yeah, Chergui, beautiful. I think it wouldn't be something that I can wear every day or stuff, but I think I can see myself wearing this to like to like a special event or stuff, and I think it's gorgeous because also there I think it's really ambery, and I never been a fan of really ambery fragrances, but in the last couple of months also, of course, it's really easygoing amber scent, but also with like my new love for Grand Soir and other amber fragrances that I want to try also, like here Lune Désert des Marocains from Tower Perfumes, I think it is. I will try to get myself onto another. Also, African Leather by Memo has a lot of amber in there, and I like to wear this the last couple of weeks before Christmas. So this one, Chergui, like Tobias, I think Tobias owns it, is really, really beautiful. But I haven't tried any other fragrances from Serge Lutens. I think still I can see myself trying them in the future. It does work surprisingly good with the ladies. That's always a plus. That's always a plus. And I think I worn it twice from your sample, and I really enjoyed it. But I have such a big wish list that I'm not I'm not willing to buy them all at once. I don't know about you guys. I know from Tobias that you are a little bit, yeah, that you have your system and that you rotate a lot and that you don't want to spend a lot of money. But for me, it was really like now from December to January, I got still some fragrances that I really wanted to get, and but now it's really like the time that I don't feel like buying anything new, and I hope it will be like that because I really want to wear fragrances that I have a lot more and to give them a try and really rotate more into like also seasonal fragrances because I've seen that I haven't been wearing a lot of my winter fragrances yet because I have so many fragrances to try, new fragrances to try, and I really want to wear or to give some winter fragrance in my collection, some more fragrances like Pacho de Cati Parfums. I think I just wore it like 2 times this winter already, and it's one of my favorite fragrances. So I don't know. I really have to get like a little shelf just for seasonal fragrances. Um, Tobias, I want to make like the first thing I want to do this week. I want to record tomorrow, or then you see it maybe on Thursday. A video about that I spent a lot of money already on fragrances and what I've learned in my journey so far, and that I can um, give away or my experience to like to a beginner collector or also like someone who has a little bit more experience, and to yeah, what I've learned and what I wouldn't do again. I think this is also nice, like a nice video idea to make something different this week maybe. How to restore your sense since you have a lot. Yeah, I can make that. I can do a video like that. Um, but it's quite easy for me because I've just gotten for my I turned 30 last September and I got a new little sideboard, which is a little bit a wooden sideboard that is a little bit more spacey. So maybe one day I'll just make a short video to show you. And there I store my fragrances. And since not till this day, it still fits in there, but the space is getting smaller. So I have to see that I yeah, sell some fragrances, or if don't buy more fragrances in the future. Um, since you are also a fan of the Dior line, did you pick up the parfum yet? No, I haven't. Line, did you pick up the parfum yet from? I've tried it and I love it. I love the whole line, but I haven't got the whole um, bottle yet. And I think in one video or maybe also a live video, I told you or told that I love it so much that I want a bottle, but still I don't see me wearing it to the same occasions like I'm wearing like Dior Homme Eau de Toilette or Dior Homme Intense, because they are a little bit easier to wear and I don't have so many um, yeah, evenings where it just fits the occasion, like a special event, and then I also have other fragrances that I want to wear. So till now I don't have it yet in my collection, but I know it would be time because we don't know how much longer it will be available on Dior's website. So Daniel, do you have one? I think you have one. But for me, it is the best one. I love how leathery the fragrance gets and still retains or retains. I think retains right, and still retains the beautiful Dior Homme quality. Yeah, I protect them from light and heat. Yeah, so it's like closed. I mean, I can show you. Maybe you can see here. That is where I'm having all my fragrances. Maybe you can't see. So I think I will do a video one day Maybe it's a little bit dark, but this is like just my little board that is not that little. Yeah, that is where I have my fragrances, and they are protected from light and from heat. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. That was one of my birthday presents from my mother. So it's a really nice old wooden Indian sideboard. Before that, I had just like a big, like how you say, Schrank. But I mean, there are a lot of Germans in the chat. I think I just had a Schrank where I had like all my fragrances, and also there they were protected from light. Cabinet, yeah, thank you, Tobias. It was also a cabinet where they were protected from light. But now I'm much more happy with that sideboard. Hey Arthur, have you been able to Benessere Mr. Colonia? I found it. I haven't tried it yet, or I don't have a bottle. I had a sample set back in the day when I got Salaria, and I know that I liked a lot of their range, but I can't tell you exactly what I liked about it. But in general, Mr. Colonia, I know that it is like a more long-lasting cologne style fragrance that I think it smells great, because I also like Paolo Terenzi's work in general. But I like this one. This one is the way for me for cologne fragrances, because I think it's different. I mean, it's more Neroli heavy, but Neroli Armada by Van Cleef and Arpels, and it's not that expensive. And this one I'm really looking forward to wear in the summertime, because it is super gorgeous smelling. It really smells like you just back in the days when I was still living with my family in Cologne, in Bonn. We had like orange trees, or little orange trees next to our winter garden, and every time you just open the door, you will in the springtime and in the summertime you will smell the orange flower, guys. And that reminds me of this, because this smells really, I think there's slightly a peach note in here, but it smells mainly like neroli or like orange blossom, and it's great. And it will always remind me of that. And it has like also this cologne effect to it. And I like also with Tom Ford Neroli Portofino. So this one is and it's long lasting. So I'm looking forward to wear this in the warmer days. Yeah, it's a supplement company of yeah, it is. Yeah. And I think they made a great job. And I think they made it just a great job with the whole range of Giardino Benessere, because I like the idea also that you have Salaria as like your base, where you can just mix fragrances or like layer fragrances with, because it's just like a beautiful, fresh, slightly aquatic, salty fragrance with a lot of aromatics. So yeah, it's a beautiful range of fragrances, and I just like Italian houses. There's also I don't know, there's also this one fragrance house from Milano with the blue bottles and the golden caps, and they have like some tiramisu like fragrance, and another fragrance that I really enjoyed, Piazza something was the name, but I don't want to. I don't know the name of the house yet. Try Versace Eros. I tried Versace Eros, and I still think uh, if you have no problem with smelling it on someone else when you go out, it's still a good fragrance, because I know also the flame one is one that one of my closest friends is still wearing when we're going out. So I still think the DNA is good. Yeah, I think yeah, after I would be um, a little bit um, I would be a little bit patient, don't because I still think if you want to go in the direction of cologne style fragrances, there's nothing better than Acqua di Parma. Also now I'm thinking about Acqua di Parma Sandalo and the Oud one, because I love them both. I just love the essencer and the way it just it's such a natural smelling fragrance, and they just transformed for me. Sandalo is just like the same, with just this gorgeous seductive sandalwood undertone that is so prominent, but still it's a perfect blend. So I really enjoy Acqua di Parma, the whole line. Also the fig one, the blue bottle, I want to maybe get for my summer vacation this year. It's not long lasting, but it's just they're all smelling amazing. But if you want something cologne style, really try this one. Or if you want to be really edgy, I don't know if you can get it, but you can also try to get Farina, which is even older than 4711 Cologne here from Cologne. Farina was just the, or uh, people say it is just the Italian man who created the first cologne style fragrance, because it reminded him of Italy in Cologne. And I've smelled it, and it's way better than 4711 for me personally. And Porthole is also a fragrance I've heard, like how is it called, Mr. Oh man, sometimes today it's really hard with names. Um, there's a perfume influencer that talks about it, and I think we want to try it one day. Mm. But Arthur, are you also like rotating stuff every week? Do you have a weekly rotation, or is it like more that you just um, wear something more than once a week? I'm always curious how people rotate fragrances. I have 80 Ancora di Panama Intensa. Yeah. Like I said, I still Intensa. I also we on here in Douglas they have like all Acqua di Parmas at least, and there was really, I think there was one, but I can't remember which one. There was just one fragrance that I didn't like from all the range. So I just think they make high quality stuff, and when you go to the internet or to yeah, to websites, you can get them for like on discounters, you get it for a really good price. If someone likes Alario from Gardena, then it's an excellent choice. If you like Acqua di Sale, yeah, Acqua di Sale from Profumum Roma, I think it's also I've heard a lot of them, a lot of good things about it, but sometimes a little bit shy because they are really expensive, I think. But I've heard that they have a really nice range of fragrances. Um, and you enjoy Acqua di Sale, Nikos? I think no weekly. I use Essenza after shower in evening. Ah, okay, interesting. Yeah, yeah, I can see that. I love Essenza in on a summer night, but mostly that's the funny thing about it. I just like it so much in the summer on a summer night because I took it with me to Italy and I wore it there, so it always will remind me of this vacation, and that's why I really like to wear this on a warm summer night. I think it's so masculine green and has like this cologne style DNA, but with that creaminess. I love Essenza. For me, it is such a beautiful masculine Italian fresh fragrance that you can wear whenever you want. Yeah, and I would be also, of course, always interested, guys, if you any new ideas, what kind of videos you want to see. Like I said, I just wanted to make a video about which tips I can get or give someone who's just starting off with fragrances, because I invested a lot of money into fragrances already. So if you have any ideas or stuff, I also want to include you in my thoughts about new fragrance videos, of course, and not just want to do stuff that I'm thinking of. So if you have any interests or any fragrance that you want an in-depth review, I was thinking about giving some fragrances more like solo reviews the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned for that. Okay. Yeah, interesting. Yeah. Okay. I mean, very polarizing is for me the perfect way to when a niche fragrance is polarizing, it's the perfect niche fragrance because a niche fragrance should be polarizing because it's should be a little bit more interesting, and then it's of course not that mass appealing like something different like Savage or stuff. So interesting. But Profumo Roma, there is one German guy that I'm following on TikTok, I think, and is always talking about it. There's also this one with the fruity notes that is really talked about here in Germany, but I don't know the names. Yeah, I was thinking about street reviews too, and I'm quite extroverted in that way. So I've talked with my best friend about it, and maybe we will do some street reviews. The only bad thing is that I have like an English channel, and I think it's a little bit awkward here in Germany. I think I've saw on Curly Fragrances or stuff. In the Netherlands, it's a different story because the people are more used to just talking English. Here in Germany, I think it's quite hard to find people just from the first glance to convince them to speak English on the streets. Even here in Cologne, I think German people are a little bit strange, but I will try to do it in any way. Maybe I just do it in German and do like undertitle subtitles. I don't want to discuss politics here, and there's no right answer to that. Trap deluxe. Sorry, but um, hope you have your opinion about it. Yeah, I agree with you, Tobias. I think it's that if you for me, I mean, it just depends, of course. For me also, I don't care if something is polarizing on me because if I love it, I am confident about it, and I will get positive reaction with it, and maybe I will get negative reaction. But if it doesn't really matter, it's with your like with your personality. You can't be or not everyone will like you, and also with scents, not everyone will like the fragrance you're wearing. But I just see the art in fragrances, or like I just love when perfumers these days are a little bit more bold, a little bit more creative, and do stuff that is not redundant. That we see so many things like that, like redundant things in the designer market, and that's why I can appreciate something like Boss Bottle too, because it is something so different to the Boss Bottled range that I can really appreciate that they did this with the fragrance. But I'm really hoping, guys, that any designer house will come up with a new men's fragrance this year. I think this year I would bet that that Chanel is making a new. I don't think they're making an elixir with Bleu de Chanel. I think they will make a new fragrance, and I hope so. I really need something different than all these elixirs. Even if I like the Gucci Guilty one, and the Boss bottle is also really nice. My money for Akkodisal is lost. My wife hates perfume. Yeah, but I don't know about you, Nikos. For me, it's also sometimes I enjoy something for myself a lot, and my girlfriend is really picky with fragrances. So for herself, of course, but also with mine, she doesn't always comment, but sometimes when I don't overdo it, she says something, and it's so funny because then you just something in your head says, "Don't wear this one again when you're meeting her." And because if you have a partner or like a girlfriend, and you see her 2 or 3 times a week, sometimes it's really hard then to pull out the same fragrance again. I think it's for me, this is like that. Sometimes I just do it because I don't care, but I try to wear something that you also can enjoy. But still, guys, wear your fragrances even if your wife or wives don't like it. That's why so many clones and stuff on market people often get punished. Yeah, that is one thing that I wanted to discuss in the video that I'm doing this week. I think because this is after this is one of the worst things I think as a beginner you can do, and I think a lot of people still do it, that you just get quantity. You get like 15 cents that mostly smell the same, without thinking that maybe 2 or 3 fragrances with quality would give you more joy than that. And I think in the beginning, because of YouTube and TikTok and stuff, a lot of people see it like this enormous amount of fragrance, and I think like, okay, for one niche fragrance or for one designer fragrance that costs like 120 euros, I can get like 8 cheap ones, and they go for it. And I think it's never the best route, because you get so bored from a lot of them. If you enjoy them, of course, it's good, but I think a lot of people do that mistake. So good point. I think I will mention that also. Yeah. Also with clones, guys, I have some clones with Moustache, Eau de Parfum, and the one Woody Oud from Oud Wood. They are good clones, right? And Turati Blue, but there are a lot of them so they don't have good quality, and then I can't enjoy wearing them if they're too synthetic or just smell cheap and doesn't really matter them. I was born 2 weeks ago, and it's amazing, crowd pleasing, and niche star as well. Yeah, great, Nico, that you enjoy this one. Like Tobias, I think there are a lot of fans in my community. Sorry for coughing. That enjoy the elixir a lot. I think I just had the time to just try it a little bit on my skin in the store, and I also really enjoyed it. But it doesn't it's not a wow fragrance for me, but still it's really good. So I am glad that you enjoy the fragrance so much. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Arthur. Um, yeah, maybe it's because of the links. I've heard that no one is really making money of showing designer fragrances, um, because they won't send. No one sends designer fragrances to YouTubers, but of course with their affiliate links, they make money off it. I think so. They try to show you another budget fragrance or like a clone that is as good as the original, which is never the case. and then yeah, you get the one. But just for me, it was the same, guys. When I was not into YouTube, I've seen so many reviewers, and I was so influenced by them. It's really crazy that I've bought a lot of fragrances that I regretted, and but since then I'm really into seeing more smaller channels with more character fragrance collections, and also trying more stuff out before buying, even if I also sometimes don't do it. Yeah, but I think that is just a thing here on YouTube, Arthur, and I don't think it's a good thing. But if you have a beautiful woman sitting on the screen and telling you this make my knees weak and stuff, I think there are at least thousand, no, not thousand. There are at least 10 men watching that will get the fragrance instantly because they think, oh, it works on her, then it works on everyone. And that's also, even if she's telling the truth, I think I really find it funny or interesting that people are so influenced uh, by one YouTuber or YouTuber, one YouTuber um, that is just her or his opinion, right? You could have a really different taste than than the person you see. So I would always be really, really careful about just seeing reviews. Also, now for me personally, I tried Angel Share by Kilian for the first time, and I was so unimpressed because the it's so hyped online, and I like the opening is gorgeous. It smells really gorgeous. I like the this apple booziness and then the cinnamon, but it gets so flat in the dry down. And I think for that money, I have like Daniel Josier's Amber Tabak, or there's Orjan by Parfums de Mali that are so much better when it comes to that, to creating this kind of DNA in a better, with a better longevity that smells interesting, that I just don't get it. And sometimes really don't get it why some things are so hyped. Also with that package, there was like, I tried Amouage Reflection Van for the first time, and I really like it, but I still think, like, for example, something like Houbigant Ambre des Abysses is way more interesting for my nose and cheaper. But yeah. Yeah, thank you, Nikos, for joining, and also thank you all. If you have any fragrance, if you have any questions left, you can ask. Otherwise, I would go offline, and I will make this a regular thing to go to make like a late night Monday thing, or where I always show you my rotation and talk about stuff and upcoming videos, and just to connect with you again, but because I really enjoy going live, but sometimes it's hard to find time, or to find like a topic talking about something in general, if you don't have a haul or stuff. And I don't like that kind of videos in general, if you're just making like a 15 new fragrances haul or stuff. But some, maybe it's good for the clicks, for and for some people to do it because it's really popular on YouTube. But I choose some fragrances, I test fragrances, and then I get one fragrance and at a time, and then I use it. So yeah, but yeah, because yeah, have a great night, have a great sleep, and hope you uh, hope one day your wife will like Acqua di Sale maybe more than she used to. Yeah, I like that too, Tobias. I think it's really enjoyable to connect with you guys, and to just talk about new stuff and stuff that I haven't been thinking about. And thank you, Arthur. Also, was really nice to chat with you for the first time. And I always enjoy your comments, and I always recognize you from all of you, of course, guys, from commenting my videos. And I am glad and really thankful for every one of you. I just wanted to say that, and I really like to connect with you guys. I wish you a really nice good night, and see you first on Thursday for the new video, and then next Monday for a new live. See you guys. Good night from Cologne. Bye bye.